The Tulsa Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Massacre, was a tragic event that occurred in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The incident saw the destruction of the prosperous African-American community of Greenwood, known as Black Wall Street, by a white mob. The massacre was one of the worst episodes of racial violence in U.S. history, yet it was largely ignored for decades and remains relatively unknown to many Americans today. Greenwood was a thriving Black community with a population of approximately 10,000 people. It was a self-sufficient and prosperous community with many successful Black-owned businesses, including banks, grocery stores, and theaters. Greenwood was so prosperous that it was often referred to as the Negro Wall Street and was a source of pride for many Black Americans. On May 30th, 1921, a young Black man named Dick Rowland was accused of assaulting a white woman named Sarah Page in an elevator. Rowland was arrested the next day, and rumors spread that he was going to be lynched. A group of Black men, including World War I veterans, went to the courthouse to protect Rowland, fearing that he would be killed. A white mob gathered outside the courthouse, and tensions rose as both sides were armed. A shot was fired, and chaos ensued. The white mob attacked the Black men and began to riot. The police did nothing to stop the violence and even joined in, deputizing white citizens to join them in attacking the Black community. Over the next 24 hours, the white mob destroyed Greenwood, burning homes, businesses, and churches. They looted and destroyed everything in their path. The Oklahoma National Guard was eventually called in to restore order, but by that time, the damage had been done. Many Black residents were killed, and the survivors were left homeless and without their businesses and possessions. The exact number of people killed in the Tulsa Massacre is unknown, but estimates range from 100 to 300. The number of homes and businesses destroyed is also unknown, but it is believed to be in the hundreds. After the massacre, the Black community of Greenwood was devastated. Thousands of people were left homeless, and the economic and social fabric of the community was severely damaged. Many of the businesses and homes that were destroyed were never rebuilt. The trauma of the massacre lingered on for decades, as survivors and their descendants struggled to rebuild their lives in the face of ongoing discrimination and racism. Despite the scale of the massacre and its devastating impact on the Black community, it was largely ignored by the media and the wider society at the time. The official reports on the event were incomplete and biased, painting the Black residents of Greenwood as the aggressors and the white mob as the victims. The survivors of the massacre were largely silenced, and the incident was omitted from history books and public discourse for decades. It was not until the 1970s that the massacre began to receive more attention. Activists and scholars began to uncover the truth about what had happened and to demand justice for the survivors and their descendants. It was not until 2001 that the state of Oklahoma commissioned an official investigation into the event and recognized it as a massacre. Today, efforts are ongoing to uncover the full extent of the damage caused by the Tulsa Massacre and to seek reparations for the survivors and their descendants. The massacre remains a painful reminder of the long history of racial violence and discrimination in the United States and the ongoing struggle for racial justice and equality.